Hello, all my babies. God.
I can't do it with a straight face. I had it all set up. Welcome to the UglyMugsPodcast. I'm your host, Justin.
And I'm your other host, Quincy. When you said you were going to do something special for an opening?
I had it all already pre-written in my head, and then all of a sudden when you started cracking up, I couldn't hold it in. I had the plan to go Wolf the Dog there for 2 seconds.
All right, try take two. Hello, all my babies. Welcome to the only podcast here on the north coast of...
What city were we planning on making it?
I don't know.
I don't either.
This was your plan.
It was, and I had an idea, and it all just fell apart so quickly when
You bastard, you didn't open your drink off mic.
Oh, yeah, I get to do this!
Warning. Ah, God. Look how bad that spiked.
Yeah. Okay, so, welcome to the UglyMugsPodcast. Today we're trying interchange things. Quincy's got the tea, I've got the coffee. But at the same time, my coffee ain't a coffee.
No.
It's a beer.
Yep.
It is the Modern Times. We talked about this once before. And down the hatch.
Now, warning. His reaction may not be what it should be.
Oh!
Because he didn't refrigerate it. It is room temperature.
Holy shit.
That's just a room temperature coffee beer.
Oh, shit.
I want to smell it.
Oh, yeah, have fun with that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that smells horrid. But it's mostly because it smells like sour beer.
Yeah, it's not great.
You should have refrigerated it.
I should have refrigerated, but at the same time, I don't think that would have fixed it.
So that's a no?
That's a fuck no.
You won't get through the can before the
I'll
episode?
Oh, shit.
Oh, he took another big swig. Yeah, body shivers.
Yeah. You tell me this is a good type of I can barely taste the coffee. There's minimal coffee in there, and they're trying to promote their coffee on the back. They don't tell me what kind of beer this is. Pour vigorously for a proper head. How about you fuck off and tell me what kind you are? It says, God, they plugged this shit. The result is a decadent symphony of chocolate and coffee laced with the luscious notes of coconut and... it's like drinking a velvet painting they throw on the back.
I don't think you can drink a velvet painting.
But you can eat a velvet cake.
Well, yeah.
Also, for those vegan lovers, guess what? This thing is vegan. Enjoy. Bye. You can have it. You can keep it.
Let me see the can. So nowhere does it mention what kind of beer it is?
No, it just says barley, but it... Pale chocolate roasted barley.
It's by the San Diego company.
Yeah.
Or not by the San Diego company, but by a San Diego company.
It's probably an IPA. A shitty IPA.
Just says IBU. I don't know what that means. 5.8% alcohol. So it's a pint.
I can taste that 5.8 though. Usually I can't taste the alcohol in it. Yeah, anything that is underneath a 6 or a 7, I have a hard time tasting it. But at that 5.8, I can taste it.
So here's what the back says: Nitro Black House with coffee, coconut, and cocoa. 33 SRM black, 30 IBU, 1.019 final gravity. I don't know what any of those mean.
I'm not worried about it, man. It's a stout.
Oh yeah, you found it.
Yeah, you had to turn your head. It's a stout with coffee, coconut, and cocoa. I can't taste any of them except for garbage. Have a good night.
On my end, I'm doing something good.
Yeah.
I am doing Harvey and Sons. I'm doing the hot cinnamon. I really like this one. I've been kind of slowly going through it over a couple of years now. I've only got 2 bags left in the tin, and it makes me sad. But it's good. I have it with honey. You're a bitch and don't like...
I don't like cinnamon.
So.
I don't mind cinnamon sugar. I try and stick towards cinnamon sugar because it has the best of both worlds. But I concur. I need to start running the horizons.
I can get you to eat Mexican food.
No. Yeah. I've been doing burritos lately. Breakfast burritos, but burritos.
That's not Mexican.
The way they made it was Mexican. It was
like saying Taco Bell's Mexican food.
Some of it can be.
But Taco Bell is nasty.
Okay. I'm getting a Del Taco next to me. What about them?
No.
Not my better? No?
I don't really think there's any good
what about El
fast
Pepe's?
Mexican food. I've never had Pepe's.
Oh. I heard El Pepe's is the top tier. As far as quick food. No.
We have a few like small chains out here that
Ricardo's,
are okay.
Roberto's.
Yeah, I don't really go to those. I like actual sit down Mexican food restaurants. So
now the reason why I did this opening the way I did it was I've been listening to pretending to be people. Now I do really enjoy pretending to be people, and you haven't caught up yet, so I'm hoping you do.
I'm a little behind
because it gets good.
That was good before, but
it gets good. Marvin Glass plays a very strong role that I think you will enjoy the way he goes.
Just thought about how I totally said Marvin Glass for fucking Unbreakable.
Yeah, for Mr. Glass. Getcha. But I think you'll like it a whole lot.
Okay.
Other than that.
I have this bad habit of getting into a podcast, and then if I'm caught up, it gets difficult for me to stay caught up because I get bored with not having a bunch of episodes to binge. And then I eventually fall out, and then I'll go back when I've gotten a good chunk of episodes to binge through again. It happens all the time. I've done it with plenty of podcasts.
Yeah, there are some that I keep up to date with. Pretending to People, I usually let 3 go, and then I throw them all in. But lately, I've been 1 week. Same thing for Not Another D&D, and of course, I can't go a week without Critical Role. This week, literally tonight, is going to be a one-shot done by Sam Riegel, and they're sponsored by Wendy's.
Interesting.
And it's a Wendy's themed.
It's to save the Frosties.
I don't know, but all I know is a couple is going to not be there, but a couple will be there. It's like a trade out kind of thing. They're trading Travis Willingham and his lovely wife for a couple run-ins. So I'm excited to listen to it later on.
Honestly, the only thing I get from Wendy's anymore is Frosties. I've tried their salads. It's just not for me.
I don't mind their spicy cheese sandwiches.
I've done the Baconator. I've done the Sound of Baconator.
You don't feel it?
No.
I mean, I like their chicken sandwiches, I said. Like, they're Frosties, of course. That's their A++.
So my brother used to work at Wendy's.
Oh.
And
that's right.
That has nothing to do with why I don't really eat there anymore.
Oh.
When he wasn't living with me when he did that. But I never realized that Frosties come in vanilla.
What?
Frosties come in vanilla.
I never knew that.
Yeah. And I said, that's disgusting. And he goes, people order them like crazy. So, yeah. Frosties come in vanilla and people like it. That sounds horrid to me.
It doesn't sound great to me.
Let's go ahead and talk about last week's movies.
Last week's movies was
Adventures in Babysitting.
Babysitting and Don't Tell Me. Yeah, Don't Tell Me. Yeah, go ahead and tell me. I don't remember.
I don't know what that was.
I do. It's Tom Hanks. He's looking at
The Burbs.
The Burbs. I was trying to think of what that thing was. I'm like, it's not the cul-de-sac.
Well, technically it is.
It is, but the movie.
The Suburbs. The Burbs.
Shut up, I'll kill you.
Which one are we going to talk about first?
Let's go The Burbs. The second
Burbs.
one we watch.
Okay. Tom Hanks, comedy.
Light comedy. Like
Carrie Fisher.
Yeah. Carrie Fisher.
A few other names
the
in there
bigger
that weren't
man.
bad. I can't
man.
remember his name.
Let's just look it up. We have a whole wide world in front of us that could just do it for us.
The interwebs. But yeah, it's a comedy.
Okay. Corey Feldman, that's right. He was in there
Corey
too.
Feldman.
Rick Duckerman?
And Bruce Dern. Anyone that's wondering who Bruce Dern is, you actually do know him. For instance, he was in Hateful Eight, or more recently, he's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He's also the asshole in Down Periscope.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Neat. And then you got...
Henry Gibson.
Henry Gibson, who played a pretty good...
He was the doctor that lived next door.
Yes.
So go back to The Burbs for me when you get a second.
The cast of?
Just The Burbs in general.
Okay.
Keep going.
Boop.
There you go. Let's see what the ratings are. 53% on Rotten Tomatoes, 4 out of 5 on Radio Times, and 6.9 out of 10 on IMDb. How do you feel?
Now, I feel better for, of course, watching this movie. It feels like a good staple for this type of half comedy, because it got a few chuckles out of me, but it didn't side split kind of thing. As far as a early form of, we were just talking about it with Shia LaBeouf.
Disturbia?
Thank you. For an early version of that, and you said, how it was a technical sequel to it, or a reboot.
Well, no. Disturbia is a remake of Rear Window.
That's right.
Which is a remake of Rear Window.
I just listened to our own podcast for QA just to make sure everything went flowingly, so everything's kind of meshed together.
Gotcha.
My brain.
No, although this is kind of an interesting thing to think about, that it is almost a Rear Window thing where he's home for around a time that he's not normally home for, and he starts to notice things with his neighbor. So yeah. I can see that connection.
Okay, but even still, as a somewhat of a connection to kind of like Disturbia, where it's like they're doing something. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something.
Oh, maybe they aren't doing something. Maybe I'm crazy. Wait, are they doing something?
They seem like they're doing something. Also, I'm trying to relax and enjoy a vacation, but my fat friend comes over and decides to eat all my food.
Oh, come on. You can't call him his fat friend.
I'm sorry. Do you remember the beginning of the movie where he was piling food into his gullet?
And then said he was going to go eat chili dogs or something. I remember.
Chili dogs.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
Then I'm just saying.
I appreciate
you say fat friend, people are going to riot.
His always hungry, nutritious friend.
There you go.
Because he was eating apples.
Yeah.
So I will say he was thinking somewhat. But other than that, I would say, as far as the rating goes, I give it a stern 7. Like, it was something that I'm glad I watched, but at the same time, would I watch it again? Probably not.
So 7 out of 10. Would that translate to a 70 out of 100?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing, no extra, no taken away. I feel 7 stern.
Now, this movie has something I love about Tom Hanks that we don't quite get anymore.
Is over the top.
When he just loses his fucking mind because of something.
Yeah, now he I'd say the last one that he managed to do that would probably be Castaway.
That was a long time ago.
That was.
I mean, Toy Story probably. I didn't see 4, but
you're right. Castaway might be, or not. First Toy Story, second Toy Story, maybe.
I think your timeline's all fucked up. Those movies are older than you're realizing.
95, right?
Something like that. But Castaway, I don't think is at the same time as those.
No, Castaway's like 99.
We'll pull up Tom Hanks. Let's see. But yeah, no. I mean, you get it in Turner and Hooch. You get it in this. Just him, just like absolutely, just losing his shit. Just.
I'm so glad we have a wire that goes all the way down there now.
Yeah.
So nice.
No more depending on Wi-Fi.
Nice.
Oh yeah, there's big also. So Castaway was 2000.
So okay, so Toy Story was 95 if I recall right.
These are everything is like fucking producing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So just scroll back up. Click there.
Actor.
No. Oh, that works too. Yeah.
Okay.
Toy Story 4 just came out this year.
Yeah, right there.
Which I didn't see.
Let's go like down.
Yeah.
Toy Story 3, 2010. Castaway, so that was 2000. Green Mile, that's a serious role for him.
You've
got Mail. I don't think he
Toy Story 2 was 99.
Yeah. Toy Story 1, 95.
95. Okay. Yeah.
So the last major one, I mean, Catch Me If You Can. He played a laid back detective that manages to handle himself.
Yeah, I think
Polar Express maybe.
Yeah.
Because he did get a little loud and a little raucous when he found out the kid didn't have a ticket. And you can't be here with no ticket.
I enjoy his serious roles. Like, I just saw the Da Vinci Code up there. I'm like, actually, the Da Vinci Code was okay. The Da Vinci Code was okay. I liked Angels and Demons better, personally.
Same.
But I also like other things. Like, I like Kim doing, like, Sully is good. And it's a hell of a real true story. That's further up. That was more recent. That's the one about the guy that had to land the plane on the Hudson.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So like I do like his serious roles. I just miss, and it looks like you're right. Probably Castaway being the last one. Just Tom Hanks losing his fucking mind in a role.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mentioned Turner and Hooch, but there's also I want to say he probably lost his mind like that, and I just had one and I lost it.
Streaming Aladdin, incredibly close.
I didn't see it.
I haven't either, but the fact that it's named that makes me go, maybe he did. Maybe he did in that movie.
I think it's a movie about like music or something. I don't remember.
Oh. And Sandra Bullock?
Okay, that's not the one I was thinking of. So no, it's not one about music.
No. Huh. Okay.
But
well,
you get my point.
I get your point.
I miss that. I don't hate, serious acting Tom because it's a lot of fun. But so you were happy you watched it?
Yeah,
Good
not
movie?
enough to see it again.
Not gonna see it again?
Mm.
Oh, that's sad. Next, we have Adventures in Babysitting, the 1987, not the new remake that they just made this year or last year. I'm not sure which. This is at a 6.9 out of 10 on IMDb, 78 on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 2.5 out of 4 on Roger Ebert.
And a 93 on Google.
Yeah, well, Google always loves the movies, it seems.
I think Google may have blown this one up a little bit higher than expectations. I will admit the children each had their own little tiny roles. The quips were actually really on spot. I would actually give this one a bump up at like a nice 8.5 ish.
Okay, well that would translate to
85.
85, yeah. So
I mean it's a pretty high up number that I'm giving it. It's just I think the 93 is a little too high because there were some scenes that were strange to sit in.
Okay.
The whole you don't leave here without singing jazz. No one would hold you up. Just go.
Nobody leaves without singing jazz.
Yeah, nobody like
singing the blues.
Singing the blues.
That's what it is. Nobody leaves without singing the blues.
And the song was a little strange, but I get it. I had made mention to you that this is probably a Disney movie, isn't it? And
it's Touchdown, so
it's Touchdown, so it is.
Technically, it's Disney.
So I was like, God damn it, that's why the music is a little strange. But I will admit there were really good scenes.
Yeah,
there were really good parts. You've shown me a younger Kingpin from Daredevil playing a really good mechanic, and I was like, okay.
Thor, Almighty God of Thunder.
Jesus.
That's like one of the best parts. Just as she smacks the hammer on the ground and everything.
Yeah, and then she offers him her helmet, and he goes, "Here, keep it, kid. I got mine at home." And then he throws the car keys back and goes, "Go and get out of here."
He would have made a good Thor back in that time.
He would have. Shit.
Now you look at this and go, "It's a Disney movie."
Yeah.
And then I went, "It's Touchstone, so technically it is Disney." He's like, "Yeah, see, Touchstone, so Disney." Reminder: Touchstone also made Pretty Woman.
You're right.
Which is a movie about a hooker.
A hooker getting the good life.
Touchstone also made Unbreakable.
Shit, they did, didn't they? Shit, they did, didn't they? Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure they also did Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which has always been questionable as a kid's movie, if you ask me. I love it and loved it as a kid, but when you stop and rewatch that movie, it's like,
there's a lot.
Damn, our parents let us watch some shit.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Tom and Jerry used to have the insides.
Well, yeah.
Tom and Jerry, Flintstones, when they were cleaning up the fucking toilet.
Cocktail is another Touchstone.
Shit. We're talking about Tom Cruise all day today.
Right. Let's see. Stella?
Neutral. I would say that's a fine and fair, teen movie.
The Dick Tracy movie, which I actually really like, and I think is probably one of the best comic book adaptations we'll ever get.
I used to have the VHS, but I don't remember the movie too much.
Let's see. I'm trying to pick ones I think you've seen.
Yeah.
Sister Act.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Which is about a lounge singer running from the mob and being put in witness protection.
And then,
granted, it's still singing and stuff like that. So yeah, I get the Disney.
But at the same time, you got Whoopi Goldberg doing quick quips.
Very true. Now the other thing is, you also have the fact that this is also the same company that gave us Three Ninjas. The cringe on your face was great. Or Captain Ron. Did you ever see that one? Kurt Russell. I think it was Kurt Russell. Let me double check.
But
yeah,
when you said Three Ninjas, it reminded me of the I think it was regular Nintendo, not Super Nintendo game that was corresponding with it. And that was a shit show.
Yeah. Most things made to correspond with a movie or something like that are a shit show, though.
Most. There are a few that did well, like the Terminator video game. Not the first one, the second one. It was adequate. It was a little janky, but it was adequate.
If I say Nintendo 64 Superman, people around the world will quiver.
Oh my god!
See,
someone actually finally beat it and had a visual recording of it.
Good for them, I guess. Why would you put yourself to that personal hell? I mean, it's already shitty because it's Superman.
Just to do it. There are some people who are doing things just to do it. There's a person who is out there eating a big old bowl of peppers just to say they can do it and beat a record.
Now, one thing that Touchstone gave us that everyone will be like, "Oh, Touchstone, Disney, I get that." Nightmare Before Christmas was originally Touchstone. And then Disney folded it into being under the Disney name because they wanted it at the park and merchandise and yada, yada, yada. But it was a Touchstone movie.
Interesting.
Yep.
I do like that movie, though.
There's plenty of things. The Ref is a Touchstone. The Dennis Leary movie we watched.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like, that sounds familiar, but not
the Christmas one. You hit that kid again, you're gonna be somebody's patient.
You know, right?
So yeah, just saying Touchstone Disney. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a Disney-esque movie. Not necessarily. I get it that you saw this one. Oh, Disney. And it's fucking hilarious that it is because it's got the whole thing about Thor in there, and Disney would one day go on to own Thor. So that is kind of funny.
Like you misunderstand the idea of how much Thor is in this movie. One of the first scenes in the first 10 minutes is going through a room that is covered
while she's drawing or she's coloring in Thor while dressed as Thor. She carries the hammer everywhere. She wears the helmet.
Mirror.
She loves Thor.
She is a fan of Thor. But other than that, yeah, I say 8.5 out of 10, 85 out of 100. That's where I'm leaving it.
What I love is the kid was about to get his ass kicked because early on in the movie, he calls Thor a homo, I think he says.
He did call Thor a homo.
And so when they meet the guy that she's like, oh, you're Thor. She's like, he said you're a homo. And he grabs the kid and he's like, you're spreading rumors about me. That was great. Vincent D'Onofrio was great.
Yeah.
I kind of looked back and been like, oh yeah, he was in that. Oh, he was in that too. And I've kind of looked back through his career and realized he's one of those ones where I don't think I've seen anything I didn't like him in. I even like him when he's in Law and Order.
I'm not too keen on Law and Order.
He's very soft spoken in it. So when someone does a crime that really pisses him off, it's kind of scary because he still doesn't really raise his voice. He stays soft, but it's kind of creepy.
I get you. I mean, even in Daredevil, he still tried to keep a low tone, and the only time he really yelled was at Daredevil.
Spoilers for Daredevil, but it's been out for a while. I was very sad when Wesley died.
Yeah, but it was.
I get it. He's a bad guy, but
there was a few choice ideas. I would assume it was either going to be Ellen or him.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, she was killed off in the comics.
But they need her for other things.
You know who killed her off in the comics?
Bullseye?
Kevin Smith. He wrote the story where she dies because he couldn't figure out what to do with her character. He full on admits. He's like, I didn't know what to do with her character when I was writing this, so I just killed her off.
Wow.
Yeah. But no, I liked how much they expand on Wesley because in the comics he's barely mentioned by name and he's almost always just in the background and he looks like this little Weasley guy. Like he's not really anything. I mean,
the actor they chose for him was firm, but at the same time had the squeamishness that a lackey would have.
No, he was great.
Other than that, I'm excited for tonight's movies because we are now starting the Spooky Month.
So it's October. Anyone that is in a country that doesn't understand Halloween, I'm sorry, but get on our level.
He ain't wrong.
It's going to be horror movies all month.
It's a good pump.
There are a few things that we're going to choose not to do this month to do in November or December because they double as those movies.
Yeah.
So tonight we're doing The Strangers and we're doing the Collector.
Yes.
Now we chose both those because they are both home invasions. I would have liked to have seen the Collector for the collection, but we were having troubles finding another home invasion you hadn't seen.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of them, actually.
Yeah, I kind of made the joke that, Aliens is a home invasion movie in space, but you've seen Alien. Oh, sorry, I meant Alien when I said Aliens, I meant Alien.
Oh,
but you've seen Alien.
I've seen all of them.
Yeah. I still haven't seen the newest ones.
Like
Prometheus.
Yeah, I've not seen them. Yeah, no, I have not seen those. But I would also say that Predator would be a home invasion. Not the OG.
Newer. I didn't see the newest one.
Okay. Oh.
I didn't like the fact that they changed the storyline, and so I just didn't go and check it out.
Okay,
because it ruins the first two movies.
I can see why.
I saw everything up till the newest one.
I would say just watch it just for the sake of benefit. I think that you might enjoy it just for the benefit of it.
Okay. Just for watching the Predator kill some people.
Or actually watching him like, oh, these guys are fighting back.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, I liked the one where it was...
Wait. What's that Rengar quote?
The what?
Oh, you have a warrior's heart. I think I'll take it.
But no, I did like the one where it was the Predators basically took people from different different people from different things and brought them all to a planet to hunt them. And so you had Danny Trejo and he was supposed to be like the cartel or something like that. You had the one that was the Marine. They took people from each thing.
I don't remember that.
You didn't see that one?
No.
That one was just called Predators.
Yeah, I don't remember that one, though.
That one's actually pretty good. Pull it up if you can.
Sure thing.
Just to get the cast for it. I think it was just Predators. Like, plural. Kind of like how they did Alien.
I think I spelled it wrong. No, I didn't. Cool. Predators film.
Yeah, so it's 2010 one. Yeah. So.
All right, let's see here. Starring Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne was in it?
Mm-hmm.
When the what did this thing get? Okay, got a good box office. I'll give it that. I mean, an okay box office, not the best in the world.
Yeah. Pull up a trailer. We'll just keep the sound off.
Roger, Dodger. I think I would have to go to the bottom, and it'll show me the trailers. I ain't fucking with that.
Yeah. I got a 65 on Rotten Tomatoes, which I don't really agree with. 51 on Medic, and a 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb. I don't think it was the best Predator movie ever made. I mean, I think Predator and Predator 2 still, are there, but I don't think this was bad. Is that the right one? Okay.
Yes. Because it's back in 2010.
Just making sure. Because I can't remember what they named the newest one, but it kind of fucks it all up.
I don't remember what it is. But Adrian Brody's a good actor. The only thing I call him is Chronos.
Yeah. So he plays the Marine, I do believe. And then you've got someone that's some form of like either a samurai or Yakuza or something along those lines.
I mean, this is a pretty good cast. I'm surprised I didn't hear about this.
One of them, I think, is a con. Like he was pulled out of like a Supermax prison.
I'm throwing this on the list because I want to. When we want to watch some good action, this is kind of what I want to lean toward.
I enjoyed it. I mean, it really is. It's just it's an action thing because they're dropped on a fucking planet just to be hunted by the predators.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that sounds like a great premise already because this reminds me of the fucking time in Wildlands, which is something I want to talk about later.
Yeah. I will give one spoiler. I was upset. Obviously, people are going to die in it. Trejo dies really early.
Oh.
And that kind of upset me. Like, they killed him off way too soon.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, Adrian Brody being covered in the Predator lasers.
Predator aiming sights.
Yeah. The fucked up thing is they're literally dropped onto the planet. And immediately they find a corpse of someone who was dropped by the predators, but his fucking parachute didn't go off, so he's laying dead on the ground.
Oh.
But they've got like these weird dog things they hunt with, all kinds of shit. It's actually really interesting.
Okay, yeah, I would be down for this movie. Okay, and we got other movie news because a couple trailers dropped not too long ago.
Yes. Oh, did we cover everything for October? Basically, we're gonna try to fit in as many horror movies as we can.
Yeah. And then collectors and
yeah, we may have to see if we can't send you home with homework or something so we can get a few more in there because we want to go hard for horror movies in October.
Sure.
But yeah, so Collector and Strangers. I was surprised you hadn't seen The Strangers because that one made waves. That was a big one.
I probably have seen it. Hold
on. You've definitely seen the characters.
Yes, I have seen the characters, but I have not seen the movie.
Okay. And they just came out with a sequel. I haven't bothered to see the sequel.
I saw this
that
scene.
image.
Yeah.
It's the image where they've got them tied up and they're looking down at them in the living room.
Yeah.
It's a very quiet movie.
Is it?
Yeah. It has very little dialogue. It's interesting.
So play some music, some light music in the background. Is that what I'm getting?
No.
Oh.
You gotta get into the ambiance.
Ambiance.
The ambiance.
The ambiance of me going deaf in one ear.
All right. Let's hit these trailers.
All right. So a whole bunch of stuff dropped not too long ago. 1917 with Benedict Cumberbatch and Colin Firth and others.
Yeah. It doesn't look like either one of them are the main character.
No, but they are in it and they are pretty high up in their rankings from what I'm gathering.
Yeah. It's looking like they're trying to use their star power to sell this movie, but they wanted the main character to be
a newbie. Which I'm okay with. And the newbie, to be frank, looks like good.
He looks like he's acting his ass off.
Yeah. So, the very last scene of that trailer actually made me go, that's a good fucking spot.
Yeah.
That is a good fucking spot that makes me want to see this movie.
Yeah, it's him like running. He's running across
a beach.
With all the soldiers are running to the left. He's running at the camera.
Yeah.
So he's not even running with the other soldiers. And there's bullets and explosions and shit like that. And as he's running, it kind of... He's in like the 1 of 17 as like the logo comes in.
Yeah. And I was like, that was a good fucking spot because the rush of Normandy, we lost a lot of men, but we managed to win just because we were perseverant. Mm-hmm. Like, it was great. It's good. If that was anything like that, I guarantee you, I'm sold.
I have one complaint about World War II and World War I movies. Now, I'm a World War II buff. I watched a lot of things like that. I liked history.
Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers is definitely a big go-to for me. I still haven't seen Pacific. I need to sit down and watch it. But I do have one thing that I've always found weird.
Okay.
They only ever want to make movies about when America was in the war.
Never about anyone else?
Yeah, I feel like so many of the movies don't touch on the other countries that were involved.
This is why I find it funny that you mentioned that, because Jojo Rabbit should be coming out soon.
Yeah.
And it's playing on the German side.
Yeah.
So I'm like, are you sure about that, Quincy? Like, we may not get a lot from the other side, but we're getting satire from the other side.
Go and look at, like, Saving Private Ryan. It was all American soldiers.
Okay.
You know, I mean, that one's completely fictional, but you get my point.
Wasn't it based on a true story?
Probably loosely, yeah.
Okay. But on an open and closed hand, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, we as Americans that are making quote-unquote American movies, we only know so much.
Yeah,
there are very few Germans that want to speak out and tell a tale.
Not even that, though. Like, where's all the British ones, you know? Like, where's... We weren't the only ones in the war. It was called World War for a reason.
I'm sure. Hold on.
Eddie Izzard's got a whole joke about Saving Private Ryan and everything, about how, like, you know, we got some British soldiers over here, some free Canadians, some French. We knew where Private Ryan was the whole time. Yeah, right? We had him.
We were just pushed him over to that other side. I mean, there are some. It's just none that I've heard of. Oh, Master and Commander. Shit.
Master and Commander is not a World War II movie.
No?
No.
Oh.
I
said set in World War II. I can't believe it lied to me.
Yeah, that's not a World War II.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, it just brought up British war films. That's why. That list was just British war films.
Copy. Wow.
Okay, yeah. You pulled up a list. Hell. They're old, and most of them I have not seen.
Yeah, okay. I mean, shit, I'm not gonna go too deep into this because I'm not the World War buff. I know that they exist, and I know the quotes that come out of it, but I don't know too much after that. Like,
it's just an interesting thought I had, you know.
Like, post-World War II, history will repeat itself. This will happen again. Be prepared for World War III, 1952. I want to say that quote was made.
I'm assuming this new one.
Oh, Dunkirk.
I didn't see it. So that one's on my. That's on me for not going and seeing it.
That's fun, fair.
But it's like, okay, what? Fury. I do believe that was an American soldier one.
Yeah, Fury was American. I still need to watch that one.
That's the Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf one.
Yeah, I heard they bonded like true men.
From what Shia LaBeouf found religion because of that character.
Yeah, and he didn't bathe for 3 weeks.
Gross.
Just so that we can get into the role, and I'm like,
okay, there's method acting, and then there's just being nasty.
Well, apparently it motivated one of the subsidiary actors to be a little bit more aggressive toward him. And I'm like, okay,
yeah, because you fucking smell.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's fine and fair, I guess.
I don't have to ask if you made it to set today. I know before I see you.
All right, shit. But, I mean, yeah, I'm excited for it.
I'm all for method acting, but damn, shower boy.
Yeah.
One of the most interesting method acting things I've heard about is it was
Jared Leto.
Christian Bell.
Oh, okay.
Fuck the whole Jared Leto thing. That was a publicity stunt. That wasn't method acting.
Yeah.
For American Psycho, that routine that they spout off at the beginning of American Psycho, he's like, I did that every day, and I'm like, man, that's why you look so damn good. Because you sat there and did the face peel, the push-ups, the sit-ups, the shower, the exfoliator, like all that shit every day. I'm like, if I had the energy to do that shit every day, I'd look at that. Well, I wouldn't look that good, but I'd look better.
I just need to clear this up and I'm fine.
And he's like, yeah, I did it for the movie. I'm like, well, I mean, you got into that routine for that long in the movie. Why not keep it up? Like,
yeah, it's not killing you.
It worked. Yeah, it's making you better, actually.
Yeah.
What else we got in the way of trailers?
Not that. We got a teaser trailer for the VR experience for the Avengers Damage Control. It kind of gave me a what is it called? The Beat Saber vibe. Very, very light Beat Saber vibe. You'll see why in a second if it wants to show that little bit. Yeah, see?
Okay, so it's like a red and a blue Iron Man.
Yeah, and then you get...
Oh, they got the actress that play from...
his sister.
Trying to think of the movie name. Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Yeah,
his sister. I can't remember her name, I'm afraid. I'm terrible with those names. I'm terrible with all names.
Terrible with your own name.
Shit. Who am I today?
If you rewind the episode, I think you said it at the beginning, you'll figure it out.
I don't know if you noticed that. Did you see what that says?
At the Void?
No, top.
Oh, tickets on sale now.
Tickets.
So this is something you'll be able to go and do rather than have to purchase?
I don't know. I didn't visit the website, but it's just something that really rattled me a little because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
You're just upset about, and I understand why. I'm not against that. You're upset about all the VR.
Yeah, I like VR. I love VR. It's a great push. It's just now there's too much things that I like that's hitting strict VR that would be better, in my opinion, for a console or like something that we can actually apply to an everyday type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like something we can do on the everyday and not just say, do I want to put that big old thing on my head and do it for the day, or do we just want to take a
I feel like companies are pushing VR too much. By the way, her name was Shuri. The character.
Thank you.
But I feel like they are pushing VR too much, especially considering, like, yeah, people are buying VR, but not... The price is that... The amount that people are buying VR, there's no way it's worth to be pushing all these VR titles rather than pushing a regular game.
Concur.
Now, that looks like it's at tickets on sale, so that's looking like it might be something you go out and do.
Go out and do, or I don't know. I said I didn't go to the thing, and I don't plan on it.
But
because it says VR, I find it to be not comfortable for me to talk about VR, and I don't want to because I don't have a fair acclamation for it. I've only played a few games on VR, which I did enjoy.
I own a VR.
Yes.
I have never bought anything for it because it feels pointless. I bought the VR. I played a couple of things on there.
You just have one game you want to buy, but
it's too pricey, especially considering it's only going to be about an hour long.
Yeah.
I have family with HTC Vibe. I've gone over there and played different VR games.
Now that's what I'm talking about. That's where I kind of experienced.
I play those games. I'm like, this feels like the shit you get for free. I can't believe you're buying this.
I'm on the other side of the spectrum with that one because there are two games that if I had the money to get the full motion tracking HTC Vive, I guarantee you there are two games I would buy. Okay. One is that Overdrive, Arizona Sunrise.
Okay, it's available on the PlayStation 1 I have.
Okay, then that plugs me.
Also, it's not a motion tracking game. You still have to point and click where you want to walk to.
That's fine and fair. I just want if I'm gonna go full lights and bells.
Well, that's the thing though. Like, it's on HTC Vive, and it's this whole HTC Vive is this amazing motion tracking thing. Literally, dude. It's just you looking left or right, which any of the VR systems can do, and you holding the things and you pointing them, and it'll highlight an area, and you click to move there, and then the zombies are coming, and you just move those to aim. It works exactly the same on every console.
Okay,
you'd be wasting the money going HTC Vive just for that game.
Okay, well, I just want I want it for VR chat because I like VR chat.
Okay,
it's a nice little experience, and the full motion tracking actually gives you a little bit more. But the second game that I would purchase for it would be hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades.
That one I haven't had any experience with.
You basically you have all these little fun mini games that you do in VR, and it involves guns, hand grenades, horseshoes that you throw into a nuclear silo. It used to have a demo trailer along with it where you played like a secret spy and you're stuck in your car, so you have to break out, and then you're in one of those Harrier airplanes that can hold that car, and you have to drive out of it and basically do the secret agent thing.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I would be down for that. The full motion tracking, of course, would not go along with it, but I still want it just because that's another 100.
Now, here's the thing. Let's break it down. Okay. How much would a computer to run HTC Vive cost?
Less than $1,000.
Okay. But still, like a couple hundred, a few hundred.
We'll say $800 to give you a good running PC that can have that. $800.
How much is HTC Vive? HTC Vive
with the motion tracking?
With the motion tracking. So we're at 800 for system. None of those help.
Headset only.
That's headset only. Well, just headset only. We're currently at $769. So right now we're at about $1,700. And then
here we go. So a little under 700.
Okay, yeah, $658 for the full motion tracking set. But that's only got 2 of them. I do believe the actual full room setup takes 4, but that's fine. we'll just stick with the 658 and then the 800. So you're looking at what, 1458 for a system?
Yeah.
Now does this one come with the battery pack, or are you gonna be plugged into your computer?
Well, if I'm plugged into my computer, I don't mind. It's just as long as I can like strap it to my leg so that way I don't go flinging about.
And now here's the other thing. Like I said, family members that have this, it is a bit testy. You better have a fucking room that you're not gonna have anything else in except
that.
Yeah. Do you have that space? No, I don't even have that space.
I mean, you technically do.
Kind of.
Yeah, that little area between the front door and the living room.
Yeah, but the lack of walls causes it to fucking flip out.
It needs. You're right. Okay, I'll give you that.
Dude, the thing was being testy about light reflecting off of that or something.
Huh.
My mom got pissed because they had to take decorations down. But so yeah, $1,400 for this thing.
Okay.
There's 2 games you want to play on it.
That's just offhand.
Yeah.
Like if you give me a little bit, I'm sure I can think of good.
Pull up hot dogs, hand grenades, and horseshoes, or horseshoes, hot dogs, and hand grenades. Pac-Man, whatever it was called. I'm just curious if it's on the.
I think it's 20. Yeah, it's 20.
I'm just curious if it's on the PlayStation.
Oop.
That doesn't tell you.
That doesn't tell me a dang thing. Because it just says plays HTC 5, Oculus Rift, and Windows Mixed Reality via Steam. It does not.
Yeah, it may just be a Steam game.
Okay. And even still, like it's a neat little mess around game. Also, like you can spawn in anything you want in a shooting range. That's actually really nice, and like attachments for them and other types of like things. See, it just allows you just to build and then just shoot it, and it's super nice. In my opinion, it looks nice. It feels good.
So, $20 game, and then the other game is also like $20, I think, give or take.
Oh yeah. For Overdrive.
I just feel like
Overdrive.
That's an awful lot to go through to play 2 games. It's an awful lot of money to play 2 games.
You're right.
I mean, yeah, this would be fun. I'm watching this guy dick around with this thing. It looks fun, but how long before you get bored, do you think?
I think the game still gets updates because I remember seeing it on sale and it was saying new thing, and that was maybe a couple months ago, and this was taken back in 2017. This video that I'm showing you right now. So I mean, I think it's gonna be fine. Just as long as they keep coming out with new content, I find it to be fine.
Okay. But either way, I feel like so much is going into the virtual reality VR systems and shit like that. And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, what? Beat Saber is a popular one on VR. Oh, hey, guess what? Beat Saber totally could have worked back when they had the normal motion control for PlayStation, or when they had the normal nunchucks for the Nintendo.
I think that one would have been a little bit harder, unless it had the Motion Plus thing down at the bottom. If it didn't have the motion, like regular Wii,
it's just a camera watching you go like this. Like it's just moving your arms. I feel like you could have even done it on the Xbox Kinect because you were able to do Fruit Ninja.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I don't.
I feel like it's so much for so little. And I feel like we're also getting cheated out of good games, which should bring us to our next news story, actually. We're getting cheated out of good games because for some reason they go, hey, let's put them on fucking VR.
Yeah. The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, got a trailer, and I got super hype throughout the whole thing because I'm like, it's an okay looking story. It looks like a medium thing. And then when it rolled up toward the ending, the very ending, it showcased VRWalkingDead.com, and I said, no, you can't be serious. It is a VR exclusive game. Now, I'm not mad at it. It's just I'm a little disappointed because I do enjoy The Walking Dead for what minimal stories I've managed to experience. The first season of Walking Dead Telltale game got me to actually sniffle and actually got me a little teary. But then,
let's be honest, you blubbered like a bitch.
Oh, I fucking having to choose whether or not to have Lee live or die.
I would have shot him.
Wow.
He was bit. He was turning.
He was turning.
Put him out of his misery. Hell, back of the head, I'm like Lenny. Bam. Won't feel a thing.
Oh.
I'm not saying I won't be upset. Just saying I won't
I
waste valuable time and get my ass bitten.
Yeah, you're right. But I did enjoy the Telltale set and all that, and I was like, okay, cool. Then I'm watching this, I'm like, fuck yeah, and then it says VR, and it bums me the fuck out. Give me a console game or a fucking Steam game that involves that story.
I don't understand. We talked about this a little bit off mic. I don't understand why we can't get a good action-y Walking Dead game.
Yeah, the one that was made by... I am curious. Who did Payday?
I honestly don't remember. I just know that, they kind of went, oh, things are broken. Oh, well.
Overkill.
Overkill. That's right. So Overkill worked on a Walking Dead game that they decided, we are going to release it. And then they went, wait, we are going to release it. Here it is. It's broken. Oh, well. Ah.
Oh, well. Life will go on.
And that's after all kinds of, having troubles getting shit to fucking work and whatnot. Apparently you were born January 1st, 1982.
Hey, they don't check. But, watching the trailer even afterwards, it looks good. It looks great, doesn't it?
Well, that's because it's a full cinematic trailer.
But I'm just saying, this is... Most of the stuff's put in-game engine.
Honestly, you know what pisses me off the most about this trailer?
What's that?
The fact that it says Overkill, The Walking Dead, with fucking finger smudges right in the fucking middle of everything you're trying to watch.
Yeah. It's still available?
Yeah, they end up releasing it.
Oh, I thought they pulled it.
No, they pulled it for about 24 hours, then released it.
Okay.
But not even that they pulled it. They said for 24 hours that they weren't going to release it. And then they turned around and they released it.
They threw poor Skybound on this one.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
it's Kirkman's character. Skybound, I think, has to go on it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that's a shiver down the spine.
Well, they've got a gameplay section. I'm curious.
We can watch individual trailers.
Trailers for each character. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, the gameplay is just that.
It's just photos.
Yeah, it's just photos for that, and then the characters have their own trailers. I'm curious about that one that I just saw. Her.
Okay.
It says support. I like playing support characters in video games.
So this is another multiplayer thing?
Yeah, 4-player co-op is their thing.
I like things like Wildlands where it's 4-player co-op if you want it to be. Otherwise, it can still just be a game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That is a nasty-ass bathroom.
Yeah.
So we're watching one of the character trailers for the support character. I didn't catch her name.
Maya.
Maya? Okay. Looks like she was an ER nurse.
Yeah. The triage.
So, but again, it's not showing us any gameplay. I mean, don't get me wrong, their game engine can make some beautiful cutscenes, but I mean, most game engines can. I don't know. If you're not willing to show me gameplay, I automatically think your game's shit. And things are gonna get somber because her doctor friend got bit and she has to shoot him because that's what this entire franchise is about: shooting your friends once they get bit.
I'm curious on how she got a gun if they've been in the triage the entire time.
A cop could have come in that was bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or security guard. I mean, there's cops and security at hospitals.
Oh.
Well, just do it. Pull the trigger. Bam. Telling you, like Lenny. Back of the head. While he pets the rabbits. Feeds them alfalfa. I don't know. So,
no gameplay.
This one
no gameplay.
has had nothing but issues. And then there was the other one. I don't remember the name of it. It came out years ago. It was about Daryl.
Oh, yeah, I don't
But that one wasn't good either.
I don't even remember.
So it's like we get the Telltale games, which got really fucking strung out between releases. And
hold on,
that's it. Now we're getting a VR game. The VR game probably isn't even worth it. Because that's the other thing. These VR games, you can't run in them. So it's all stationary or the point and clicking, triggering things and then dealing with it. Because, there's systems that allow you to run a VR game. A VR game was built to it, but you'd have to buy that whole fucking rig that snaps around your waist and you're on the rollers and everything. No one's buying that. And none of the games are being made to fucking handle it anyways, because that shit's too fucking expensive and no one owns it. So, okay, this honestly, this looks like Left 4 Dead.
It probably is. Let's face it, it probably is with a little bit of perk knowledge. Because look, there's your allies' health. There's what you have on hand.
It's Left 4 Dead, but only one kind of zombie.
Oh yeah.
That's what it breaks down to. I don't know. We're not gonna get any good Walking Dead things. I don't think. What was the last good zombie game we had? Do you think? People apparently hated Dead Rising 4. I didn't realize.
I told you it looks good, but
I enjoy it.
Yeah, but I don't. I think the story kind of checks out about a quarter of the way through.
I don't know.
Like it feels like it's pulled back a bit. But the last good one, if I had to say so, believe it or not, the event for Rainbow Six.
I didn't play it.
Quarantine. Yeah, I know.
But that's just an event that was only temporary.
I know.
Still, I'm just saying that's my thing. Like, you still can't. There's not an actual one. Because I personally didn't care for the Left 4 Dead games all that much. And how long has it been since one of those came out?
I don't want to talk about it.
Dying Light was very mixed.
Oh, we're getting Dying Light 2.
Yeah, I know. So hopefully that ends up being good. Plants vs. Zombies, I don't count. That's a very different kind of game. Zombie U, I got bored with quick.
Oh, State of Decay 2. State of Decay 2
is kind of buggy.
It's kind of buggy, but it still plays pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean, if you know how to beat the game, you can beat a settlement like that.
You're right.
Done. Days, I didn't get to play,
Daisy?
but yeah, Days. I didn't get to play, but from our stand, also kind of buggy.
Well, yeah, it was a mod for Arma.
Well, I'm talking about the new one. Days Gone. That's what I meant. I just knocked shit down. Days Gone. It was the package Arma.
Oh yeah, the biker. Yeah, that one I heard was super buggy. That one I heard had a little bit of problems, but at the same time, people had fun with it. There was a lot of Twitch streamers playing it when it first came out.
You hate Dead Rising 3.
Yeah.
I hate Dead Rising 2.
Yeah. I was neutral to Dead Rising 2, just because it had a lot of cool shit. Like, there was a lot of new features. It's just that fucking Zombrex.
So, yeah, that whole
I wish you could have just picked up as many as you could, as quick as you can, and been like, here, give this to her in 12 hours. Bye.
Yeah. Well, I went through and picked up as many as I could, and then just went back every 12 hours.
Yeah, I want to stay out and do all that shit. That was fun as hell to do that.
Hell, I still remember where half of them are.
Same.
7 Days to Die is good, but
you need a lot of people to play that.
Yeah, and you have to remember all the crafting stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, it's
I don't count.
Would you say that's a more Minecraft oriented, but for mature audience?
Yeah, it's Minecraft for grown-ups.
Okay, just make sure you're agreeing with
me. It's Minecraft, but with better zombies.
Dead Island 2 is gonna be coming out soon.
I didn't like Dead Island 1 all that much.
How do you have a rating for it when it's not even out yet?
Because they're GameStop and they think they are the world's fucking gift.
Okay.
I don't know. It's GameStop. I don't know what to fucking say. They say
GameStop
5 out of 5 for a game that hasn't come out.
GameStop got to get closed down. I don't like them.
Question is, GameStop gets closed down. Where we buy our games?
Oh, would you look at that?
Amazon, Walmart, digital.
Best Buy. But digital. Like, there's so many.
But no more
retailers.
reward pack. No more reward system.
I'm shedding a tear right now, Quincy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, their reward system was neutral at best. The only thing that I liked about GameStop that I still am okay with, it's just I don't support them like that, is the Game Informer.
Yeah.
And it's going to suck when that publication disappears, but then again...
They keep trying to push everyone to go to digital for the same price. Every time I renew...
I'd rather have the physical.
Every time I've renewed over the last couple of years, they're like, do you want to start getting it digitally instead of physically? I'm like, no. Is it cheaper? No. Then no.
I want my publication.
I don't count on this list, they have all the Call of Duty games. I don't count the Nazi zombies and all that shit. That doesn't count.
It has a better story than...
Well, yeah, it's got a good story, but it's not really a game. It's a feature.
I'll allow that.
Okay, Resident Evil 2. I forgot.
Okay.
I'll give you Resident Evil 2.
Well,
yeah. High five on that.
We high-fived on that.
That was a good remake.
Good shit.
Resident Evil 7, if you want to count on the zombies. Do you count those as zombies?
Moss, no.
Okay, so not Resident Evil 7?
Yeah, there isn't humanoid. That is what a zombie is. They are humanoid. The googly gangly moss people I would not count as zombies.
And you don't count the family because the family is very aware of what they're doing. They just don't care.
Halfway aware?
Well,
like
mostly aware. I don't think they were good people beforehand.
Would you want to be fully aware when you're saying, get a good look at this boy and blows his own brains out? Like Would you say he was fully aware?
I mean, you're not gonna feel it long because your brain's destroyed, and it would be fucking hilarious seeing that when you come back. So I would want to be somewhat aware, just so I could laugh at this person's reaction when I come back with a head.
Haha, got you. Also, Arizona Sunshine, I would also say that would be pretty up there. As far as games that made me tense,
I played it a little bit.
As far as games that made me tense up, when I got to that mine and everything was dark and I only had that little flashlight. Oh, pardon me, flashlight in one hand and had the gun in the other. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a little more difficult because reloading was a little bit weird.
Yeah.
So I was like,
the VR is what made the game difficult.
Concur, but at the same
time, if it had been a console game, it would have been fucking easy.
Concur, but at the same time, I still consider it a good zombie game.
Okay, so
do you consider it a good zombie game?
No.
Okay.
I consider it an okay zombie game. How much is it?
20. Like, it's on Greatest Hits, so yeah, it's 20.
I would pay $10.
So on sale, 20. Like
fucking 35 if you buy it on Amazon.
It's physical. Hold on, let's see here.
I would pay $10.
By download. Do I have to sign in? Don't do
Probably.
What is this? There we go. 40. Never mind. Okay. I disregard everything.
Yeah, I'm not paying $40.
Okay.
A free DLC update. It said I'm still not paying. Sorry, DLZ because that's funny.
Haha, funny joke.
I think you closed it.
I did, but I got it.
It's not that big of a deal.
You're right.
But my whole thing is, so Resident Evil 2, which is a remake.
I mean, but it's not just a remake. I would say that's like a full renovation of an old story that kind of changes it a little bit.
Very little, but yeah.
So I'm okay with it.
Oh no, that's Overkills. Never mind. I thought that was the Walking Dead game we were trying to figure out the name of.
No, that's the Overkill one. God, this game here I really miss, and I really wish they would keep going with it.
Oh, Overkill?
House of the Dead.
House of the Dead Overkill.
Like it has the record for the most F-bombs dropped in a video game. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but at the same time, the gameplay was super fun.
Maybe dropped by the video game.
Yeah.
You've not watched me play some games.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck.
This I don't think this game got good. I got okay reviews, but I liked it just because of its gameplay. It was just super intensive. It wasn't like the OG House of the Dead, which if I had a copy with a light gun of a sort, I would go back to it.
Did they release a home copy for the OG? Because I have
think
both light guns.
I think for PlayStation 2 and
I don't have a light gun for that.
Yeah, hold on, let me see here. House of the Dead. I'll just enter House of the Dead. We'll see what's going on. House of the Dead video game. Cool. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I know it was available for like, what the fuck was it called? PlayStation 2, I think. Arcade, Saturn, Microsoft.
Survival Instinct was the name of the Walking Dead game we couldn't think of.
Oh, thank you. It says rail shooter, all that nonsense, but so it was for the Sega Saturn and of course the arcade and the Windows and 1998.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Sega. I have the light gun
for Sega Saturn.
I don't know if I still have the Saturn, but I have the light gun.
Damn.
So if we were to get a Saturn and get the game, there you go.
There I go. I will have so much fun watching G die again.
And again.
And again.
And again.
And again.
And one more time for good luck.
And again.
But, yeah, so my point stands. I personally think Dead Rising 4 was a good game, but others don't. Fine. DayZ got ripped apart, and Resident Evil 2 kind of counts, kind of doesn't. For some reason, people can't make a good zombie game, but it's definitely a commodity everybody wants.
We have two coming up. That we can make our judgment on in a little bit.
Dying Light 2.
Dying Light 2 and Dead Island 2.
I don't think Dead Island 2 is going to be good.
I
feel like it's going to be much of the same. There's the bag moving from the side.
I just don't think it is either, but at the same time, I'm holding hope. I want to hold hope for these developers gaining a conscience and allowing us to grow as individuals.
What company does Dead Island?
Deep Silver.
Okay. So, now here's the thing I don't understand. I've played plenty of Deep Silver things.
Yeah.
I am a Saints Row fan. Not so much the last one, but I am a Saints Row fan.
Okay.
Playing those games, then going over and playing Dead Island, I'm like,
they did this?
Why are the zombies like this? Why are the people you interact with like this? Same thing. I feel like the game... It was one of those games where I felt like I was never achieving anything because I couldn't properly affect the environment around me.
Fair point. I will say that would be a fair point.
I sometimes feel like that even with State of Decay. Because you'll go through and clear things out and like move back in, and I get it's for, experience and whatnot. But a lot of the times, you know what I want? I want Fallout 4's mechanic of building things.
Okay, of like settlement building.
A settlement building and affecting infecting things like that. In a zombie universe. Obviously, I don't want Creation Engine because let's be honest about Creation Engine.
We are done with it. Let's go in Real 4. Thank you.
At least fucking go ID.
IdTech. Oh yeah.
But I want the concept of being able to forge my settlement from the ground up. But then I want the idea of actually seeing a change in your environment.
Yeah, and then if there is a whole bunch of them coming, you get the little bit of an alert saying, "Hey, we see something on the horizon. Yeah. Get back here. We need help."
Mm-hmm.
Like, you want that.
Yep.
Okay.
One of the things that always drove me nuts about pretty much any video game is not feeling like I affected things.
I get that feeling. I get that feeling from time to time, but at the same time, I'm like, with some games, there are some narratives that, you need
to not affect it. I get that.
Yeah, so I get it, but then at the same time, it's like for certain games, it's impossible to feel that way.
One of the things I didn't like about Dead Island, here you go. You go all the way out to one of the bungalows that's like out on the water or whatever, where you like the docks, and it's actually built on the stilts out on the water.
Okay.
And you meet the drunk people, and they give you booze, and I'm sitting there like, all right, let's go. And I'm realizing, I realize you can't actually save these people. They just stay there,
and you give them shit. And you get experience, and you get money, and you.
And that's basically the concept. You keep coming back to them for experience and money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is pointless. I fought all the way out here
just for
that.
A small time quest and a repeated giving thing.
And I'm like, this is garbage.
Yeah. That would be a more heavy explanation. I wish there would have been a way to, like, I hate to put it, but an escort mission back to where like Cinemoy was.
Yeah.
The guy played by Baker? Yeah, I think it was Troy Baker.
I also don't like that how the trailer was fucking beautiful.
Oh,
and amazing. The backwards one, all that shit.
Yeah.
And then you boot up the game and it's like, oh, this is what the game looks like.
Oh, no.
But I mean, I've never let myself fall in the trap of believing cinematic. Like I was just talking about with the other
Walking Dead?
Yeah, the Walking Dead game.
It looked good.
Yeah, I never let myself fall into the trap of believing cinematic trailers. Very few have I ever actually played the game and gone, oh my god, this is a cinematic trailer. Doom is one of the few games where I have played it when the trailer adds up. The trailer works.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt about Dead Island, where I'm like, you were lying to me. I didn't come in thinking it was going to be that game.
No, but you went in expecting a little bit more.
Yes.
Now,
and I'm worried that that's how 2 is going to be, because we watched that 2 trailer and it's like, yeah, this is an amazing trailer, but we already know this company makes amazing trailers.
Yeah, they do good. Yeah, even with Saints Row 3, when they were doing that trailer rundown, it did a little. I mean, don't get me wrong, the game wasn't bad.
My
it's just
issue
not
was
what I expected. I expected more from the difference of 2 to 3, and then 3 gave me what I want, kind of what I wanted.
More of my issue was 4 and Got Out of Hell.
Yeah, okay. I didn't play Get Out of Hell, but I remember you telling me
it's much of the same.
It's much of the same.
The only good part about it is there's a whole singing number. I'm not joking. Gat has to sing. The devil sings.
Nope, done already.
Devil's daughter sings.
And I don't know. I feel like we're hopefully gonna get some zombies. I'm hoping.
And another thing, I don't mind companies being like, here's a different kind of zombie, the tank, and yada yada yada. That's why Left 4 Dead was what it was.
Yeah, the specials are what kind of make certain games.
But not every game needs those zombies. Watching the trailer for Days or DayZ was terrifying.
Days Gone?
Or Days Gone, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, the ones where they were just coming out of that whole trailer.
The literal wave. Like, they are falling over each other in a literal fucking wave of zombies. That was terrifying.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to have any kind of special zombie. You just upped the fucking numbers and made them fast. And I'm like, oh,
run.
Yeah. So.
I get you. That I kind of coincide with, but me being a Left 4 Dead 2 fan, I kind of take a step back and I enjoy my specials every now and again.
I think my issue with the Left 4 Dead games were less about the special zombies, because those were enjoyable, and less about the multiplayer, because you could play it by yourself and you just end up with the AI.
Yes.
And more about the short ass levels and the lack of story, because it's just you've got 4 stories or however many different runs you can make in the different locations, and that's it. And it never felt like it was always missing something.
I can see that. It did have a very, very, very mild story of bad luck following, because it's like the very first mission is going down into a hotel, into a mall, and then getting that stock car filled up, and then you take the stock car out.
Yeah. And
then, of course, the stock car runs out of gas. Part 2 starts.
That one was a little bit more cohesive than 1, I will say. But I don't know.
Yeah, one didn't have too.
I just always felt there was something lacking. Fair. And I felt like it was the same thing every time I played. One of us gets grabbed by the hunter. Someone inevitably wakes the witch because they don't care. The Juggernaut's gonna come running out and scare us.
You get Goon on your team, he'll crown that witch. Guaranteed. He's like, I'll do it. Done.
Yeah. That was the thing that always pissed me off, is when they sit there and they coax her, but they don't take a shot at her. I'm like, fucking start. If you're gonna set the bitch off, at least do some damage.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
One thing I did like about Left 4 Dead that a lot of other games haven't done when it comes to multiplayer is them showing how much damage each person did to what.
Yeah, that's a good
I liked that.
That's a good one.
I don't remember what online game I was playing recently, but there was one I was playing recently where I felt my team just didn't do shit, and I was like, I kind of wish it had the stats like Left 4 Dead had. So that's my tangent on zombie games and VR games. Let's move on with
all of it.
The news.
Okay. So My Heroes 1 Justice 2 gets a nice official gameplay trailer and some gameplay scenes. It's more of the same if you've already played My Heroes 1 Justice, but of course all the other characters from Season 3 and beginning of Season 4 with its DLC. I'm happy, I'm excited to see more My Hero Academia in the world, but I think this is already too soon? Like, we're already getting a lot of villain characters for this season that's coming up, because I think it's November Season 4 starts up. And I mean, shit, as soon as it gets a drop in Japan, we're getting it here in English on Crunchyroll same day.
But we're getting this game in October.
Yeah.
And we're getting the season in November.
I think end of October.
That's gonna spoil so much.
Yes and no. Well, no, I think it's the game is gonna be, its
own story,
thing.
but the characters are still gonna have to be how they would be in the show.
I think they're gonna do it after. I think the characters that are going to be released for My One Hero is gonna be pushed till later.
Okay, like a later download.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't think they're going to be like, here's this character. Who's that character? Oh, wait, he's on this next episode. No.
So one of the interesting things they did with the Amazing Spider-Man game was the one that was the Amazing Spider-Man. It was supposed to be for the first Andrew Garfield movie.
Yeah.
Is it takes place days after the movie.
Oh.
So it was like, you're supposed to go see the movie.
And then come back.
Then get the game and play it.
Huh.
And I was like, that's kind of interesting.
But as I said, I'm always down for My Hero stuff. And the characters all have their costume. They're all
what little I watched, it actually looks like a really good show. I'm not against it at all. Yeah. So it's another fighting game.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You know me in fighting games.
Yeah, you have your moments. Matthew McConaughey's back in a role. I haven't seen him in a minute, so it's good to see that he's doing stuff. Called The Gentleman. It's
Guy Ritchie's new movie. It's a mobster movie,
which I'm hoping is in the world of Snatch.
Even if it's not, I'm hoping it's at least in the vein of Snatch.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like Dags.
I even mentioned it.
Yeah, they mentioned Sherlock Holmes and Snatch.
Oh man, I'm excited. I like the look of this movie.
You like Dags?
Do you like Dags?
Oh, dogs!
Yeah, I like dogs. So I'm excited for this. I'm super hyped for it. I don't know how the whole thing is gonna get pulled.
Oh,
was that?
Yeah.
Colin?
You haven't looked at the cast for this yet?
No.
Oh, dude, pull up the cast for this. You're gonna be blown away by the cast.
Okay.
He just saw a little bit of Colin Farrell and damn near died. Your first bullseye.
Jesus fucking no,
That's
no, it wasn't.
What are you talking about?
It was not the first bullseye.
When was Bullseye played in live action other than that? 'Cause I'm pretty sure that was the only live action Bullseye until I don't even know if he even shows up with the third season Daredevil because I haven't watched it yet. Oh, there we go. So that's
a new one.
Okay.
Fuck no, there was one more before this.
No, there wasn't. The only time we had live action Daredevil before this was he shows up in the Trial of the Incredible Hulk for the TV show movie.
What is there another instance where he was wearing the black with the fucking thing on his forehead?
No.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this is...
Okay. All right, but all right, here's the cast. Hugh Grant, good to see him.
Yeah. Colin Farrell.
Jeremy Strong.
McConaughey. Jeremy Strong. Okay, so Charlie Hunnam is in it, and in the trailer, he fucking looks like Hemsworth.
A little bit.
Because he's got the beard.
He's got the beard, it's a blonde beard.
And he doesn't have the side of his head cut real short. His hair's a little more fuller.
Yeah.
And he looks a lot like Hemsworth. This still isn't even the full. Like, pull up the IMDb page for it right there.
Roger Delta copy. Copy Roger Delta.
Roger. Okay, so the ones we had already talked about.
Jeremy Strong, Colin Farrell, Henry Golding, Jason Wang, good man. Christopher Evangelo, Chloe Roosevelt.
Pull up the photos. There's someone they keep showing in the trailer, and I'm not seeing them on the list. No. The photos for the...
Oh.
Yeah, no. We don't need that.
All right.
Scroll up. Right there. Click on this.
Click.
And then just cycle through really quick.
Okie dokie.
Teaching them how to use IMDb properly.
Yeah, I don't know how to use IMDb properly.
God. Farrell with the, gray on the sides.
The fucking salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Like, would you say he would make a good J. Jonah?
Be all right.
If he trimmed down a bit?
Be all right, but I don't think he could
no.
do what J.K. Simmons does.
No, I can concur with that. But I'm just saying if we needed a backup.
Keep flipping through. There's one specific one I'm looking for, and they're just not showing them.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, never mind. Fuck it. Whatever.
Okay, whatever.
It's got a good cast, and it's Guy Ritchie. There's been very few things of Guy Ritchie's I've seen that I wasn't like, holy shit, this is amazing. I think the one thing I've seen of Guy Ritchie's where I'm like, meh, was Aladdin. And I wasn't shit. I just was kind of like, meh.
It didn't hurt.
Although I didn't see King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, but from my understanding, it fucking bombed. Not necessarily because it was bad, but because no one went and saw it. Pull up the box office for it. Scroll down. The box office is towards the bottom. It'll be, right there. Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh.
So worldwide, it almost made back what they spent.
Yeah.
They spent $175 million. Opening weekend, they only made 15 mil.
Ooh.
Gross in the U.S. was only 39 mil, and cumulative worldwide gross was only $148,675,066.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And it came out on the 12th of May, 2017.
I just want to know... Oh, I wanted to know what else came out on that date. I thought it would show me what else came out on that date. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this.
Yeah, that'll work.
And then...
Movies that came out.
Yeah.
The movie release.
Oh,
right there.
Volume 2 of Guardians of the Galaxy.
So it had to compete with Guardians of the Galaxy and Alien Covenant.
Wow.
Then a Pirates of the Caribbean, it looks like.
Dead Men Tell No Tales. Wow.
Yeah. Baywatch.
Baywatch and Lowriders.
These were all May of 2017. So
Yeah,
not necessarily the same day, but same time.
Yeah, around that.
So Snatched, which I don't like Amy Schumer, but you've got Wanda Sykes in it, and you've got Goldie Hawn in it, so it did have a level of star power that I could see bringing to it.
What else we got? The Wall, Wedding Plan.
The rest of this looks like garbage.
Yeah.
But
Manifesto. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, so it did have some competition.
Yeah.
I think the issue was I remember seeing one commercial for it.
And just wasn't impressed?
Well, not even that. It looked like a decent movie. It's just, how are you going to send one commercial for a movie? So, do you have any more trailers you want to talk about? No?
No.
What is that? Oh, that's the DLC.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can talk about that if you want. You know more about this than I do.
Okay. So, Quincy brought this up, and I was like, what are you talking about?
I was wrong.
It was fine. But I didn't know about it either. I didn't know about this. But Persona 5 Royal is going to get some nudges toward Persona 3 and 4 with their protagonists, and they're going to pull them in and involve them into the story. The My Palace, you can now edit all of it. It's an actual, like, it's not a small thing plus a little DLC. No, it's a big addition. Royal is going to be a big addition to it, and I'm actually really excited that the people who only own a Switch gets to enjoy this. Because if they only own a Switch and this is coming to the Switch, they're going to have a lot of good fun.
You need to still finish Persona 5.
I do. Everyone keeps pulling me around, and I also have Borderlands 3 I want to do. We need to get back to it. There's just a lot of things. There's a lot of things on my plate. This is on that plate. It's just, there's a lot.
Silence.
I don't need this, man. But
so yeah, big Persona 5 DLC coming and add some goodies.
Yeah, a lot. And then
it'll release in Japan on October 31st for the West. You won't get it until 2020 for the PlayStation 4 though.
That's fine. And then a little bit later after that would be for the Switch, and I believe the Xbone's getting it too.
Oh, you remember how we talked about last week the bullshit thing about how Modern Warfare is going to get a DLC?
Oh, Survive.
Yeah. People are pissed.
I know they are.
And losing their fucking minds, and I think Activision is just trying to act like they don't notice.
I don't know what to think about it. Like, you want my honest opinion about that?
Call of Duty should just die as a franchise?
Well, no, because Kevin Spacey kind of did a little rejuvenation.
Yeah, but now Kevin Spacey's been blacklisted.
Oh shit, you're right. I was gonna say another actor, but I don't remember. But
the other Law and Order guy, the one where you're part robot.
Yeah,
the guy that's training you. He's in one of the Law and Orders.
Okay, yeah, that guy then. But like, there's been a lot of good faces in this entire game franchise.
Hell, World at War, you had fucking Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, oh yeah. And in one of the fucking zombies maps, you have Ron fucking Perlman. And
there's a whole zombie
that's
map
right.
in
the horrors.
Yeah, the horror one where it's Machete, Danny Trejo, Robert England,
Sarah Michelle
Gellar, and I'm spacing on his name, Yondu.
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker. And then the bad guy is George A. Romero.
Yeah. So. And like, you've got a lot of star power behind them.
For a long time though, I felt like they need to do a Nazi zombie game.
Yeah.
Not connected to a Call of Duty game.
But
give us a full game. And I would also like a game that wasn't just multiplayer. Yeah, you can go and play the maps by yourself, one player. That's a pain in the ass. I want a game set in that universe where it's more than just see how many rounds you can survive.
Okay. I mean, that is an idea.
I'm sorry. I'm ranting about zombies again.
It's fine. It came up. But I concur. I wouldn't mind having an open world zombies-esque, but I'm curious to know how it would be built.
It wouldn't even necessarily need to be open world. It could be a bit more staged than that. But are you going to bring that up?
For a second.
Okay. Because you finished something.
Yes, I did. I finished Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Ooh. I mean, I finished that a little bit ago.
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah, a little bit ago. But I did Ghost Recon Wildlands. And I liked the ending.
Mm-hmm.
I finished both the endings. Because the first ending said, hey, sorry, you didn't destabilize 100% of the cartel, even though you destabilized 100%. But when you do, there's a secret ending you got to do by doing the same last mission.
Yeah, you were 100% of the game, didn't expect you to be 100%.
I guess. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do the second. I prefer the second ending, so for those who still have Wildlands to climb through or have finished Wildlands, go ahead and do the last mission one more time. You'll be flown back to like 2002 action movie a little bit. It is a little cheesy, but at the same time, it's a nice ending. It's a nicer ending.
Gotcha.
But another little tiny tidbit was an event a little bit ago brought in John Berthenol as an actual character inside of Wildlands first to kind of set you up to get ready for Breakpoint.
Yep.
And that mission was super fun. I really liked it.
A little broken, but fun.
A little broken, but fun. It managed to do its thing to really set you up for it. The one event mission I would say was the most taxing would probably be the Sam Fisher one.
Yeah.
Where you had to go in at 4 a.m.
Pain in the ass.
Or no, 2100.
Can't kill anyone.
Oh, yeah. You can't go kill anyone. And then when you finally talk to him, he's like, guess what? Time to kill. And you're like...
All of them.
All of them. Anyone who's walking up, kill them. Holy shit. That one took me and Goon a little while before we just figured out, just put one person on the roof. Because no one can touch you on the roof, except for helicopters. But if you have...
I was wrong on the release date. This actually comes out tomorrow. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint comes out tomorrow.
Oh, copy.
So I was off by a day on my
okay.
timeline for that.
I did see a couple of people playing the beta on Twitch, and
I didn't have time for the beta, and I'm kind of bummed I didn't. But
I don't know. It's fine. Like I watched a few people play.
Well, I'm not gonna get to play this right away, so it would have been nice to have played the beta.
It's super nice that it's also $10 cheaper.
Yeah, if you get the base version, it's only $50.
Yeah,
which is nice.
That is pretty good.
I want the big one.
Oh god,
because I'm sitting here with Wildlands and I don't have the DLCs, and I'm going, fuck, I'd play those DLCs if I had them.
Me and Goon actually did a little bit of deep digging for them. There's 2.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The problem is they have not dropped in price at all if you buy them digitally.
Well, one of them.
Well, I mean, the only way you can buy them is digitally. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Goon made that exact point too, where he's like, if they went on sale, I'll be more than happy to buy them for both of us.
Well, Ubisoft does their sales quite often, so.
You're right, but at the same time, we were like, to everything. Oh god, I hiccuped. The one that he said we need to do, not Narco Road, Fallen Ghosts.
Okay.
Narco Road, he said, got a lot of bad reviews. It was a lot of grinding for no reason just to get certain items that you could just not even worry about.
Okay.
But Fallen Ghosts is actual story base that has an extra militia that was ex-ghosts.
Oh.
And I'm like,
Interesting.
So I'm intrigued on Fallen Ghosts. It's just, yeah, $20 for a DLC that might only last 4 to 10 hours at best.
Well, if you buy the season pass to get both those plus all the extra shit that comes with, because it comes with extra guns and stuff like that, it's at like a $60 price tag still.
Does it have a season pass?
Yeah, it does have
I know it has years, but I don't know if it has
season pass.
Multi-pass.
Multi-pass.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's Xbox One instant. Yeah. Interesting.
For $15.59. So
yeah,
I mean, it's
I've
just
never heard of this fucking website though.
Most of these side subsidiary websites actually have really good, what do they call it? Insurance. So in case like the private distributor has a problem or doesn't give you the code, you still get your money back.
Oh, okay. Well, we found one for $15. So
yeah. But I'm okay. I mean, for the whole season pass, if you're gonna get the season pass for $15, that's actually not bad for both Narco Road and Fallen Ghost. No. It's just Narco Road I heard was not great.
Lackluster.
Yeah. But
I'll probably still play it.
Yeah, but when I was watching the Breakpoint, I was like, this is similar, like pretty fucking.
Oh wait, Target has Breakpoint for $60.
Oh.
So that's PlayStation 4 though.
Yeah, hold on, I got it. I'm working on it. I think I'm working on it.
I don't think it works that way. Oh wait.
No, it's all PlayStation. Okay, I'm working on it, but Breakpoint looks like a cleaner UI as far as it looks much more finer.
I don't want the UI to be cleaner. Their asses already found me too easy.
Yeah, right. And it's I don't know. No, okay.
I don't know what that is, but it's kind of cool.
Friday the 13th, the game.
Yeah, but it's got like a mask.
Ultimate Slasher Collector's Edition.
If that had been out when I bought mine, I would have bought that instead.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's coming free for Xbox later this month.
Okay, yeah, fuck that. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah. See, but yeah, here I was looking at for this because I thought it was the collector's edition, but whatever. I'll just do this. Breakpoint looks good. I love it. It looks great. It looks amazing. I am all for it. No. Did a physical gold steel box, gold edition.
The gold edition steel box includes game and year one pass. It's $109.99 currently at Best Buy for the Xbox One version.
Yeah, and I can't find the collector's edition.
Wish I had $109 to just fucking drop. I'd get it.
Yeah, and I'd be there right next to you, buddy.
And we get to stay at $99.99 for the golden edition, so that's not the steel box. So it's $10 more for the steel box. Basically.
So if you want something nice to put up on the shelf,
yeah,
copy.
Standards right there to the right.
Oh,
No.
Oh,
right
like,
down there. There you go. Where you've been looking.
there you go.
Standard is $59.99. It was saying before there was $10 off, so I don't know what happened.
I don't know. Well, hop on.
I don't know.
Even still, I want.
It's definitely on the list. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. I want it. I want big game. Big Game Boy. Big boy game.
Maybe it's just the PlayStation 4 version that Best Buy has for sale.
Oh, maybe. Well, here's Walmart for $49.94
for the Xbox One version.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I want it. I want it bad. Yeah.
So back to the news.
You're right.
We have shoe news and clothing news this time around.
Yeah. Okay. So for the shoe news, shoe news. A very interesting design, I will say.
It's ugly. I would not wear these.
I knew. They look like clown shoes.
Granted, I don't like the game that much anyways. Like, I enjoyed it when it first came out. The novelty's worn off, and the obsession has gotten annoying.
They made another new game.
I know.
Okay. Just as long as you know about that.
So, Rovio Entertainment partners with K-Swiss for limited edition sneakers to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Angry Birds. You got two designs. They both have the K-Swiss stripes, which, if you ask me, are just knockoff Adidas stripes.
Adidas.
One shoe is completely covered in Redbird everywhere. The stripes are solid red, the laces are red, the inside are red, the sole is white, and you've got the slingshot on the side. The other pair, the front of the shoe is Redbird, then the stripes alternate being red and green. You still have the slingshot, and the back is the green bird. Or the green, yeah, that's the bird.
Yellow.
Or yellow bird, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, color deficient.
It's fine.
But then the other shoe on that same pair, the front is green rather than Redbird. So
yeah,
I'm assuming it's the pig on the other side.
I don't know.
How much are these?
Let's find out.
They never fucking tell us.
No, they don't.
I don't think they're actually out yet, so that's probably why.
Yeah.
But I would expect at least 60.
I would too.
So you can probably find them at Rovio's website or at K-Swiss. So for the shoe collectors, go check them out. It's interesting. You went to the Rovio website and it took you to another article about the shoes rather than just taking you to the shoes section.
Yeah.
I hate broken internet.
It's okay, but yeah, I'm sure it'll cost it.
I'm not buying these. I ain't wearing these.
No.
I'm good.
Wow, it even has movie red.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm out of here.
Next we have clothing. Will Smith just launched an athletic clothing line called Bel Air, and it will be Fresh Prince inspired athletic clothing. It's not just clothing; it's an athletic line, so I'm sure more than just clothes will come from it. We're trying to get images. See, there we go. Yeah, so you've got hoodies, cutoff hoodies, sweatpants, not sweatpants,
gym pants.
Gym pants,
Gym
yeah, but they're like made out of like the sweat type material.
Yeah.
Actual like basketball shorts, basketballs, sleeves, hats, actual gym shorts, like the regular basketball shorts. T-shirts with like a cartoon Will on it, all kinds of shit, and an air freshener, as well as a bag, a jacket. It all actually looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
If I was more athletic, I would probably get some of this.
Yeah, and I believe from what we looked at the prices, they weren't too high. They were a little up there, but they weren't too high.
And what I love is it's got one of those like actual workout jackets, like think like the Adidas ones. Yeah, the windbreaker. And when you open it up on the inside, it's the inside of the jacket from his private school he went to, and the jacket is reversible.
Yeah.
And then the basketball, its stripes, every couple of stripes is also the inside of that jacket. So like the shorts are like 50, the hoodies are like 60, which aren't too bad for hoodies.
Yeah.
The socks are 15, so that's not too bad. The basketball I think is where I'm like, ooh, the basketball is $60.
Yeah.
What is that?
This?
Oh, it's a phone ring. Okay, so it's the thing you put on the back of your phone, and it's Bel Air.
Similar to Pop Socket. So I mean, not too bad.
I'd probably get the regular gym shirts, the shirts with Will on them. I wouldn't spend $60 on the basketball.
No,
I'd probably get the socks.
Yeah, the socks look neat.
I think the only thing this is missing is a good pair of sneakers.
I'm sure it has them. I just need to know what website I'm going to. If I
don't know.
If I can get the website, let's check.
Maybe that'll have a link to it.
Let's check people. But I mean, I'm neutral to all these. I am a fan of Fresh Prince. I just don't think I would.
You're not athletic.
I'm not.
I mean, neither am I. That's why I'm not buying it.
You're right. WillSmith.com.
Oh, okay. Lucky bastard got his name as a website. Surprised that wasn't already purchased.
Woo!
Oh, they got like the track pants too. That's cool.
Track pants, a throwback that looks like a fucking Solo cup.
That looks great. I love it.
I love the Solo cup too.
Oh wow, he's already sold out of the white pair of socks. That's funny. Oh, they got ball caps as well.
And the fucking full bag.
The kit, yeah. So it's the white socks. What color shirt is that?
Blackish.
Yeah,
Blackish gold.
The reversible jacket and the basketball all inside of a gym bag. That was $190 and it already sold out. Air fresheners are $6. I wouldn't mind having Will hang from my rearview mirror.
Yeah. What's the smell though? I need a new car smell.
I don't mind new car. I like spicy or vanilla better. My current one's coffee.
Yeah, and it
we're
threw me
serious.
the fuck off.
Yeah, you got in, you're like, car smells like coffee. I'm like, well, I mean, is that really such a surprise? So,
yeah. And I was like, no.
And they're doing an 11-day sale. There's 11 days, 13 hours, and 44 minutes left on their sale. Free shipping on $100 or more.
Where the hell did you see that?
It's ticker taping at the top.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But yeah, okay, cool.
I like it. I'm behind it.
I'm behind it too.
I'm glad to see that he's not like against his roots of like what made him famous,
Yeah.
That's something I always hate to see when it comes to the actors. Actors are like, I don't want to look at my old days and talk about my old stuff, things like that.
Now you're bigger in Star Wars than I am, so you hit this one.
The only reason I wanted to talk about this was I was hoping they were going to do something a little Halloweeny, but it doesn't. Yeah, they've got one. Oh, two. They've got two. So they just announced the calendar for the Battlefront 2 Community Calendar October.
Mm-hmm.
You got Battlepoint event Heroes Unleashed. You got Fast Spawn event. You got Battlepoint event Reinforcements. But they do have Halloween event Night Mode. To go alongside with the Double XP event, all game modes will feature night-only maps from Friday the 26th through Wednesday the 31st. So it's only for about a week. Then they've also got the Halloween event Double XP. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is celebrating Halloween with the Double XP weekend. This will take place the 26th through the 28th, so only for 3 days, just the weekend. Then they got a General Grievous update.
My big boy, General Grievous.
And they got a Clone War era playlist, which makes sense because Clone Wars just celebrated an anniversary.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's cool. Honestly, when games do events, especially around events that are holiday based, I get really into it. It gets me to reboot games that I haven't played in a while because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I want a Christmas event. Yeah, I want a Halloween event. This is cool. This isn't enough for me to go, I'm going to reboot Battlefront, but it's still nice that they did it. And you just pulled up Killing Floor 2. Are you trying to show me that they're doing a Halloween event? This time we're born October 9th, 1982. I haven't played the Killing Floor games at all.
Now, I wouldn't say this is a zombie game, but
I thought they had a zombie level, didn't they?
I mean, you're killing experiments.
Okay.
So, neutral. But they are doing an event called Grim Treatments.
At Ashford Asylum. Looks kind of cool.
Yeah. And I love their map. Their maps designs are just so nice. Some of them could be a little jarring and confusing. Flesh Pounds, Skrakes, Husks, the one that just fired something out of his chest.
What's the concept of the game? Is it very just survive as many rounds as you can?
Survive X number. There's an unlimited, and then there's survive till blank.
Okay.
So I mean, there's multitudes, but yes, it is a survival.
So it's just a kill all of them survival game. Okay.
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're doing a Halloween event.
And they brought in some new guns. Like the number of guns in this game is actually getting kind of staggering.
It's not Borderlands though.
That's one of the new ones that I like because it's I'm a field medic, so I just spray all over the zombies and they just fall over. I'm just like, I like it. And then
healing the dead doesn't work.
But yeah. When you're using syringes, make sure they puncture deep. You get the medic got 2 new ones, so I was happy. And then they add in helpful objectives to certain maps or otherwise. I just unlocked that hat in black. So I was like, hell yeah.
That reminds me. Me and Lauren were talking about Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to be here, of course, you have to be in costume.
Mm-hmm.
And we bounced 2 ideas. One idea is you can just be a corpse.
Okay.
We'll get you some clothes, dirty them up, things like that. The other idea was a plague doctor.
Yeah.
You like plague doctor?
I like the plague doctor a little more.
Okay. We'll double check with Lauren that still works with the theme because we're getting, we're doing the whole house up.
Cool. But yeah, they do one for Halloween. They do one for summer. They do one for.
They do one for Christmas.
I believe they do. Yes, they do.
Cool.
Like they do. The guys at Tripwire actually really enjoy their events.
Hell,
they even do St. Patrick's
Destiny.
Day.
That's cool. Destiny did a small little Christmas one, and that made me happy. It wasn't even much. It was a tiny little ship. I was like, "Aw, guys."
They did one for April Fools, if I remember right.
Did they?
The plague.
I keep smacking my knee.
The static fuzz.
Oh yeah. I think that was Destiny 2 though.
Yes.
Yeah, I was talking original Destiny. Did a Christmas thing.
No, it was Destiny 1 because I didn't play Destiny 2 that long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like those kinds of things. They make me happy.
Yeah, fucking Killing Floor 2 just kills it with events. The only downside with Killing Floor is they really try to push these.
Oh, well, yeah.
Boxes, skins, chances to try for certain things. It's a little...
Pushing it is one thing, but making the game unplayable...
No,
without
it, that no.
Then it's fine.
It's fine. It's just they push it a little too hard. But you still earn tickets by playing matches. You earn...
So you still can get the stuff through playing.
Slower, yeah.
Yeah, but still.
Yes. Overwatch is on sale on PlayStation. Not that I really care, but good to know. But that leads us into our next.
Yeah.
Speaking of Overwatch, the director of Overwatch says if Super Smash Bros. Wants any single one of our characters, by all means. They went from, and I quote, "You will never see Overwatch on Switch," to "You can have anyone you want for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate." What a turnaround a year!
What a turnaround money you can make.
Yes.
If I feel like audiences are going, I want to play Overwatch on Switch, and he's going, wait, you'll buy the game again? Oh.
Or you'll buy it for the first time because it has a pretty big fan base already, but
I don't own it.
Yeah, you don't.
But I wouldn't buy it just because it was on Switch.
Would you buy? Okay, if it was on sale like it was for $20 on PS4, if it crossed over to Xbox, would you get it for Xbox for $20?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
That just reminded me. I leaked that PlayStation does have a beta going for working on crossplay for some stuff, I guess.
No, it's done and ready. It is launching a lot.
Good.
It's just I didn't have an
Glad
accurate
they finally
list or anything
pulled
like that.
stick out of their ass.
Well, that's not the crossplay you're thinking of.
Oh, what crossplay is it?
You can play on your mobile device just as long as it's attached to a Wi-Fi.
Oh, that's crap. I don't want that.
Yeah, well, that's what they're offering.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play that.
Okay. As far as that crossplay, I don't know. I hope
they're doing it for Call of Duty. The crossplay thing. They're doing it for Call of Duty.
Yeah, they're doing that, and then they're doing a couple other small time things. But the crossplay major update that they're doing is going to be so you can play on either your phone or tablet while you're out and about.
But you have to be connected to the same Wi-Fi as the console.
Incorrect. No, just as long as you are connected to a Wi-Fi that is stable enough, and your console is connected to a Wi-Fi that is stable enough. Okay.
Yeah, because I was gonna say their current app does it if you're on the same Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no, they're
pointless.
They're pushing it to
because why wouldn't I just go and play downstairs?
You
know. But if I'm at work and I'm on a lunch break and I want to fucking play some Ratchet and Clank or something, that's fine.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way of putting it.
See, I could do advertisement.
Yeah, we can do good advertisings. It's just we need things to advertise. So
I advertise myself. But I'm perfect by me.
I'm curious if Sakurai hops off his high horse that he's already standing on by getting Terry Bogard, Joker from Persona, and fucking Banjo-Kazooie, and Hero from Dragon Quest, who would he take? Like, would he want to hop down and say, "Fine, peasant, clean my shoes"? Like, who would he say that to? He can't say it to Reaper, because number one, it has a skull and fragment, so that's no to China. And double shotguns.
Well, don't they have the game in China though?
Yeah.
Then what's the issue? Like, if they already have it,
I don't know. I have no idea if they have it. So it's like I don't. But if they do, okay, cool. Maybe Reaper has a rechanged mask. Hard to say.
They'll probably go with the poster child.
Tracer?
Probably.
I mean, she's
like
one
it's
of.
what's known.
I mean, McCree's up there too.
But I'm just saying, people who don't even know the game, they recognize that character.
Fair. I will say, okay, fine. Tracer might be interesting to play, but I'm super curious on how her kit would work in Smash.
Yeah.
Because you have someone who zip, 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 shoot, 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 and then...
Dude, they put the fucking the Mii characters in. Smash has just gone insane. They'll make it work.
Okay, you're right. It's just, I don't know who, and I don't know how. I mean...
But it's a good thing.
It's a great thing. It's just, I'm curious on which one.
It's not a bad thing.
It's
a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's a curious thing. It's a strange thing. It's a thing I wasn't expecting. But one last thing about Overwatch though, BlizzCon 2019 is starting up, and there's a lot of freebies you're gonna get if you happen to do that. The super weird thing you're gonna get out of it is a lot of costume. You get a.
Well, yeah, they don't want to give you anything good.
I mean, they give you a few things of interest. Hang on, with the digital thing, they give you card packs that are specific for Hearthstone. They give you a couple skins for Genji and Symmetra that are kind of crossover, because you get Illidan Genji, which Illidan is from World of Warcraft, and you pop that on Genji.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's kind of cool. And Tyrone, but hops on Symmetra's skin. I'm like, okay, cool, that's great.
Now, question. I don't know a lot about Hearthstone. I've dicked around on it for like a year maybe, if that. But my question is, when they do things like this, are you allowed to use these in competition?
Yeah, some of these are like card backings.
Okay,
and
I'm just curious if there's any cards that are blacklisted.
No,
and if it's like freebies like this that are.
Nope. This is the thing that I like about Hearthstone. There's nothing that is banned. Because the worst thing they'll do...
But they have reworked cards.
Correct. They do rework cards. They sometimes buff them, nerf them, or if they remove them, they compensate you and say, here's 5 free packs. Sorry about that. This card's too strong.
5 free packs. I love that card.
Yeah, I know. They'll sometimes remove cards just so that way, it can't interrupt competitive play.
Yeah.
But they'll apologize for saying, here's 5 packs. Your legendary rate goes up with them. So you can get more legendaries.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah. So, I mean, it has its pluses, its minuses.
So they don't completely dick you around.
And try not to. But then again, y'all have phones, right?
Okay. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, I just bummed you out all in one sentence, didn't I? I really want to play Diablo 3, but I'm afraid to.
That bums me out a lot, but you know what bums me out more? Castlevania on your phone.
And Walking Dead on VR!
Yeah, that too. I got a few little news stories left.
I just want to be happy.
We're adults. We're not allowed to be.
Shit.
I've got a few little things left.
Go for it.
We already talked about that. Star Wars announced, and so did Levi, that they are doing a partnership. We will see stuff from that on November 1st. They didn't release any images. They more just kind of said it's coming and it's not that far away. The Spider-Man PlayStation 4 game, the Black Cat in it, I just knocked more shit down. The Black Cat in it is getting her own comic.
Oh!
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, so we'll learn a little bit more about her. Friends did a 3-night thing for their 25th anniversary where you could go and watch specific episodes in theaters. They even had some of the cast showed up at one of them, stuff like that. It made $2.9 million in its 3 nights of doing this.
So $1 million a night.
Pretty much. Let's see. Archie Comics is launching graphic novels this coming year from their Archie Blue Ribbon set. So it'll be Betty and Veronica.
God, there have been so many Archie crossovers, and I was surprised to learn about them. Like Punisher and Archie, Predator Archie.
Yeah. I had Predator and Archie.
Like, it's so fucking
So
crazy.
These will be graphic novels, so they'll be big books, and it'll be Betty and Veronica, The Bond of Friendship, and then they're going to do a Riverdale tie-in called The Ties That Bind. It'll be a spin-off from Riverdale. They're saying that they're aiming to put these in bookstores, not comic shops, because it's like the one area Archie isn't really selling in. The company's doing well otherwise, so they're like, yeah, this is just kind of the niche we're trying to fill.
Just fill a hole.
They say they're also working on...
Filling holes good.
Yes. They're also working on titles with the company. Little B books for a series of middle grade projects. So that'll be good.
Going all the way back to the coffee beer, look at the stains it's leaving on the top of that.
That looks like coffee. But
gross. Yeah, it doesn't look great. Like it's not even
I'm curious. You have a second can downstairs? I'm kind of curious what it looks like. I want you to pour it in a glass.
I'll pour this one in a glass. I didn't backfire.
Pour that one in a glass, yeah.
Like I should have brought up a mug to put it in a mug, but then
should have put it in the fridge.
You think it would have made it better?
I think it would still suck, but I think it would suck as bad. I don't like beer, so
I know, and I don't like stouts.
I'm
more of an ale kind of person.
But my last two news stories.
That's why I thought it was a pale ale. That's why I was like, it's a little weird, but I mean, I'll drink it if it's there.
Yeah.
If I had to.
If I had one.
Should
have read the side of the can sideways. Then you would have known what.
Then I would have known it was. Yeah. But then again, we needed something for today's episode, Quincy.
Hey, to be fair, you bought that before you knew it. I didn't tell you that we didn't have a coffee for this episode.
You're right, but you're lucky I did, because you said, and I quote, "I'm glad you got that."
I just wanted to run to the store.
Okay.
Don't yell at me.
I'm not yelling at you.
I'm
yelling at myself.
So my last two things. Was there anything else you want to touch on before we run through these?
No, because I'm usually bad with stories.
Okay. We've been talking about Disney Plus a lot.
We have.
They may not be on Amazon's Fire TV right away.
It won't or will?
Probably won't.
Okay.
They're having a dispute with Amazon. Amazon says, sure, you can put Disney Plus on the Fire Stick, but if you do that, we want a percentage of your commercials on your commercial platforms, so therefore Hulu, probably ESPN as well. We want a percent of those commercials to be ours.
Nat Geo get commercials?
Huh?
Nat Geo?
Nat Geo will be on Disney Plus, so probably not.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. The problem with that is they're basically saying we want ad space on your apps in exchange for getting on our streaming device.
I would take the lump and be like, nah. If you're wanting what's ours to be on what's yours, that doesn't seem right that you get to put things on us.
That's ad space everyone else is paying for. And you get to advertise there just so that we can be on the Fire Stick. Fuck you.
Yeah, it seems really weird. It seems a little...
they're aiming to be, I think, on just damn near every device.
They're trying to.
So, if they have to say fuck it to Fire Stick, fine. It's Fire Stick shooting itself in the foot.
Guess what? We still have the Xbox. We still have the PS4. We still have
Roku.
Apple
TV.
Smart TVs.
Smart TVs, Apple TV, just being old school,
computer.
HDMI cabling it to your TV.
Yeah. Computer. Fuck it, whatever, man. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So,
sorry, Fire.
It's a stupid fight that Amazon shouldn't have tried to start.
But at the same time, I can also see why. They got to start making a little bit more money because they've lost a lot.
I mean, if you want to go, hey, this is how much it costs to be on Fire Stick every month, that's one thing. But to straight up go,
ad space.
We want ad space.
It is a little dickish.
Bitch, please.
It is a little dickish.
Ad space. I mean, this is the company that advertises as no commercials for watching shit on Prime, but then starts episodes and movies with commercials for their shit. I'm getting a little tired of booting up an episode of House and having to fucking sit through a goddamn Amazon commercial first.
If they were trying to plug the Alexa stuff, considering that's selling okay, could be selling a little bit better.
Like the Echo.
The Dot, etc. Maybe?
Well, they're advertising their shows.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I could advertise their shows for free for them. I like some of their shows. The Tick, Man in the High Tower.
The Tick was canceled.
Or High Castle. The Tick was canceled?
Yeah.
Oh.
We covered this.
I think we did. It's just
yeah. No, they canceled it a month into the second season's release because not enough people were watching it after they took a year to release.
That's right.
Anything
because no one, and they also didn't advertise it.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember. Damn, we just can't have nice things.
They're just running shit weird over there. I mean, this is the same company that, when they did launch the Tick, they first launched one episode to see how it would go. And then when it got a good reaction, went, okay, we'll make a season, and then took forever to make a fucking season. So, I don't know.
There's a lot of Netflix exclusive shit that's starting to raise the eyebrow. I'll come back with it next week.
No.
I'll come back with it next week.
None of it I'm not interested in any of it.
Copy then. Copy Delta.
One thing we haven't covered, we'll run through this really quick, is Marvel Disney, whatever, did come to a deal with Sony, and we
right.
will get one more Tom Holland Spider-Man movie.
I'm so happy for that young man.
Everyone keeps going like, Spider-Man's back, it's fixed. No, they straight up said it's one movie.
And
if anything else happens, they might work it out. I don't know. My theory is they're going to kill him. I think they're going to kill him. And then Sony can launch their own universe.
With Miles.
Miles and all that, yeah.
And it's going to be all animated. There's no way we're getting live action.
Well, they're doing a live action Madam Web movie, which is confusing as shit because if it's original Madam Web, she can't get out of her fucking chair.
So how's it going to act?
They're probably going to do second Madam Web, which is just Sony further fucking the storyline of Spider-Man.
Now, what happened? What was Madam Web before she was in the chair?
Madam Web was always in the chair.
Always.
But the original Madam Web, we are introduced to her in the chair.
Okay.
Chair keeps her alive. She connects the dimensions. Yada yada yada. She is the Spider-Verse in a sense. She dies. Someone else takes her place. That person's around for a while, and then she dies. We don't have a Madam Web anymore.
Okay. Very strange way of putting that, but okay.
Yeah, it's fun fact. In the cartoon, the '90s Fox one that connected to X-Men, Stan Lee's wife voiced Madam Web.
I know. I recall.
Me and Lauren always talked about if they did do a live-action Madam Web, we want the voice actress for Archer's mom.
Oh, hell yeah.
To play her.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I don't want this live-action Madam Web movie. I want a Spider-Man movie that Madam Web's in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
animated. Then she would be fucking perfect for it.
Fucking, I rewatched, what's it called? Into the Spider-Verse not too long ago. And, like, all the scenes are pretty fresh in my mind.
It's a good movie.
It's a very good movie, and I hope that
Running down the stairs is hilarious.
Yeah. Him just
I'm gonna do it. My last news article though is the Mario and Luigi RPG studio Alpha Dream has announced bankruptcy, or at least they're seeking protection from bankruptcy.
I'm hoping that Nintendo goes, "Don't worry, we got you."
I doubt it. I mean, they did one thing together how many years ago?
Bowser's Inside Story, which was 2015.
Was that Alpha Dream?
Let's find out. But I want to say that they had something recently.
They're saying that the reason why the company's in this state is poor sales and high development cost. Their debt is at 465 million yen, or roughly 4.3 million US, as of March of last year.
That's actually not too bad. Nintendo could actually work them out. Hold on, develop games. Yeah, Bowser's Inside Story.
Oh, so that was just this year. Okay.
Oh, well, this is actually the Redux. This is the original.
Yeah, but I would assume they get money from the Redux.
I'm hoping. I'm fucking hoping. Go. If you guys have not played Bowser's Inside Story, it's probably one of my favorite.
See, the problem is they launched an iOS Android game and they shouldn't have.
Oh, yeah, that too. Well, this one's supposed to be active. Fit and run. But
I mean, if Nintendo saves them, that'd be cool, but I don't know that Nintendo cares to.
I mean, their games are really nice.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right. Enough tears. Enough tears. Enough crying.
Yeah, I know. I ended the night on a sad one, but that was what I had left.
It's all right. All right. So
Spider-Man's back temporary at Marvel. Be happy.
Be happy, and it might be included with Venom.
He's probably no.
Be happy.
No.
That's later. I know.
The Tom Holland one will be MCU, not Venomverse.
Oh, good. The Venomverse will be later then.
Yeah, they're going to continue making Spider-Man movies over there at Sony. Just they won't have Tom Holland. My assumption, like I said, is they're going to kill him off. Or they'll throw him into some fucking dimensional portal, and then he'll show up in the shitty Sony universe.
Oh no, not again. Oh no, I'm back here again, says Tom Hardy. Oh man.
I was talking to someone the other day, and they were trying to stand up for Venom, and I was like, here's the simple fact. You go more than halfway through that movie before you actually see Venom.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a thing. I shouldn't have to argue why that's bad.
And you turn away when Venom devours. No.
Yeah.
Like the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 game, you get to see more.
I want googly-eyed Venom.
I don't think they're gonna go that far. But what about Todd McFarlane?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I just don't think they would pay Todd McFarlane to CG animate a whole movie, or at least art over their CG animation. I don't
think
it'd be cheap.
I don't think it'd be cheap. Maybe art director.
Maybe that'd be cool.
Like I would like to see.
He's one of the creators of Venom, so
yes.
It would make sense to have him as an art director.
Yes, I would, and he's one of the main creators of Spawn.
He is the creator of Spawn.
He's the creator of Spawn. Okay.
And one of the main creators of Image. It's his company. But when he made it with several other comic book people who have now all
Moved
partaked
on.
from the company. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
The idea was it is a comic book company made by comic book writers and artists,
enthusiasts,
and that you own your comic books. So there's actually one of the original creators created Wildcats, and they did the whole fucking thing over there. And when he decided to move on, he sold the characters to DC, and that was it. And McFarlane's like,
good,
you do you.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but yeah, that's what we got for today.
That is all we have for today. I'm happy with it. You happy with it?
Yeah.
We're happy with it. Talked a lot about zombies. Talked a lot about nonsensical movies that other people should be in. More zombies.
Well, lack of good zombie games and the overabundance of VR games.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And mobile games.
Mobile games. I play mobile games. That doesn't mean we need to waste so much time on mobile games.
No. They're wanting it, though. That's a bummer. All right, guys. Remember to check out the description of anything that this podcast is on, because every link works.
If we're not somewhere you want us at, let us know.
Yep.
You can find us on Twitter, Facebook. We have a Tumblr as well. We're hitting up some of our movie reviews for you, some of our video game reviews, things like that, as well as our coffee and tea reviews. We're slowly getting there, and we got 30-something episodes to work through to get all up on that Tumblr. So we'll get there eventually. Yeah. In the meantime, make sure you subscribe, review, and tell friends.
Yes. As mentioned, we got our first 5-star, and we're hoping for many, many more through iTunes.
And be sure to check out our friends at Tokyo Treat. Link in the description, and also Justin's Humble Bundle to help him support his gaming habit while also helping support charities.
Yes. All right, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, have a good one. Popeye's chicken's freaking awesome.